In this video, we will cover the first React Native component, which is a view. View typically refers to a core building block that is used to create a visual container for other elements on the screen. It's similar to div in HTML or container in some other framework, providing a way to structure the layout of the user interface. View is designed to be nested inside other views and can have 0 to many children of any types, like list, text, and other components. We have here an example from React Native official website. As you see here, this example creates a view that wrap two boxes with different color. This example creates a view that wrap two boxes with a color, and the text component in a row with padding. Let's do this example in Visual Studio Code. As you know, we have already created a React Native project, which is first app. If you don't watch last videos, please take a look in these videos to know how to create a React Native app using Expo. If you don't see your project here, go to File and Open Folder, and after that search your project location. For me, my project is first app. Here in our project, let's open app.js and remove all the code. After that, go to our example. First is to create function. In React Native, to create a function, we need to do this. Export default function. And here the name of our function, it's app. Second, what we have here, we have a return to return a view. So let's write return and our view, type view. As you see here, my VS Code recommend the view that imported from React Native. As you see here, add import from React Native. If I click overview, that means import view component from React Native. For me, I have a Visual Studio Code extension that help me to import our component. If you have just installed Visual Studio Code, you will not have this extension, so you have to do this import manually. So to install this extension, go to here, extension, or press the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-X, go to extension, and here in the search box, we will search for React Native. Here in the second result, A7 Redux React Native snippets, you will find here install and install this extension. For me, it's already installed in my Visual Code. And you can install the first extension. It's React Native Tools. You can install it to help you debug your React Native code. And if you install this extension, close and open again VS Code to initialize the config of extension. Go back to our code here. So let's continue our example. Let's recreate our view again. Let's remove that. And here, close the tag. As you see, you have the start of the component, and this is the end. And as we said before, our view, it's act like a container of other components. And what we have also in our view component, we have a style. It's a props view style. The components in React Native can have multiple props. Our props here, it's style. We will talk more in the next videos about styles in React Native. Let's copy our style and add it into our view component. As you see here, what our style do? Our style have a flex direction. That means inline other component inside our view component in a flex direction. It's a row. That means our component will inline horizontally. And here the height of our view. And padding means that we have padding inside our view. If you are already familiar with CSS code, you will notice here that the code it's the same, but it's written in different way in JavaScript. Let's run our React Native code inside our mobile. Go to terminal. If you don't show your terminal here in the bottom, go to Here terminal, new terminal. And here inside our path project, first app, which is here, first app, we create this command as we see before. npx expo start. Wait a moment until our QR code generated. Here we have a QR code generated by Expo. Here let's scan this QR code with our mobile app. First you need to install Expo Go into your mobile app to allow you scan this QR. Let's scan our generated QR. Let's open Expo in our mobile. Scan QR code. Let's scan our QR. Create an example here. Let's create a text to show if our code is right. Here in the second, click enter. Write something here. For example, hello world. Control S. As you see our text shown in the top, we will fix that problem later. So until here, our thing is alright. Let's complete our example. Remove this. Control S. Let's move to our example. We need to write this component inside our view. View background blue flex 0.3. Let's write it here inside our main view. Here, as we said before. Good. Let's write a style props. We have background style, background color style. Blue. We have also flex with 0.3. Save. Here in our mobile, a blue box shown. Let's complete our example. We have a view component with the red and flex 0.5. Let's write view. Close the view. Here add style. We have background color, red, and the flex 0.5. The red box shown in the screen. Let's complete. We have also a text component, hello world. Let's write the text component. We have text. Here let's fix this issue. Our component is over status bar. We need just to add a style in the main component. We will add a margin top. Margin top. For example, 30 pixels. As you see, our component moved down. Here we get the same result as the example. Let's add some enhancement on the example. Here what we need to do, we need to add a background color to our main container, which is view, background. Here we will add, for example, green or gray color. As you see here, our background of the main container was added to the screen. As you see here, our background of the main container take just the top of the screen. For us, we need to take the whole screen. What we're gonna do, we will add flex 1. As you see, our main background take all the screen, but the inside elements also take the whole vertical screen. What we're gonna do to resolve this issue, before to edit the inner component, we need to remove this. Why this two view component take all the screen? Because we don't specify the height of each component. Let's add the height of the first component. Height, we will specify 100 for the height of the blue component. Let's move to the second component. Let's add the height, for example 100. As you see here, and the second modification, we will to add this component in center of the screen. What we're gonna do, we will add here in main view component, we will add a line items to center. As you see here, our components align in vertical center, but we need to align it also in the horizontal center. Let's add here in the main component, justify content. Here we will add center. As you see here, our component aligned in the center of the screen, in the Y and the X axis of the screen. Let's add the last change. We will add some margin here between this red box and the text. What we can do, we have two choices. It's to add the margin right here inside the red component, or add a margin left here inside the text component. Let's change, add here a margin. Here margin, left or start, it's the same. We will add, for example, 20. See here, our margin added between text and the red view component. See you in the next video.